Okay, so ready to dive in. Today we're looking at forgiveness.
Always a good topic.
It feels like one of those things everyone thinks they understand,
Yeah.
but maybe we don't, really.
Absolutely.
Deep down, we're using Desmond and Mfoto Tutu's book for this one.
The Book of Forgiveness, classic.
Exactly, and we found this great YouTube video summarizing it. And it got me thinking, right? Forgiveness is always touted as this amazing thing.
Like a cure-all.
Yeah. But can it really be that powerful? Like, really lead to change?
In ourselves, in the world, big questions.
Huge. Well, let's see what the Tutas say.
They have a really interesting take on this. Like, one of the first things they say is there's this big difference between feeling forgiving.
And actually choosing to forget.
Exactly. We often wait for that feeling, right?
Totally. Like this warm fuzziness before you move on.
But they're saying you don't have to.
Oh, now that's interesting.
It's a decision, an act of will. Like, when you don't want to go for a run,
Oh.
but you do it anyway because it's good for you.
And then, maybe, eventually, you do feel good.
That's the thing. With forgiveness, the feeling might follow the action.
Okay, I'm kind of seeing how this shifts things.
Yeah.
But how do we do it? Don't they have, like, a 4-step thing?
They do. It's their fourfold path to forgiveness.
Yeah.
Very practical, helps navigate the whole messy process, right? So first, we acknowledge the hurt.
Like, you don't just bury it.
Nope, no pretending it didn't happen. Face it head on.
Oof. Sounds tough, though, doesn't it?
It can be. But you can't heal what you don't admit is there, right?
True, true. So what, then you just complain about the person forever?
Haha, no. That's where step 2 comes in. Telling our story. This isn't about gossip, though. It's finding a safe space.
Therapist friend.
Exactly, and really processing what happened, giving voice to the pain.
So even years later, just saying it out loud can help.
Huge help. Releases those pent-up emotions. Now, step 3 is where it gets really interesting.
Lay it on me.
This is asking for or granting forgiveness to ourselves.
Ourselves. Why would we need forgiving?
It's more common than you think. We get hurt, and then we blame ourselves.
If only I'd done this differently.
That's it. Or maybe I deserved it. That guilt, that self-judgment, it's just as damaging.
Wow. Never thought of it like that.
So this step is recognizing we're worthy of forgiveness too, letting go of that.
Desmond Tutu talked about this, right? With apartheid victims?
He did. Many struggle to forgive themselves for not resisting more.
Puts it into perspective for sure. So, acknowledge, tell, forgive ourselves.
Yeah.
What's the final step?
This one is renewing or releasing the relationship.
But that doesn't automatically mean everything's hunky-dory again, right?
No. It might mean boundaries, might mean walking away for good.
Okay.
The point is moving forward without being consumed by the past.
That's helpful. Takes the pressure off needing a happy ending.
For sure. And, one of the biggest misunderstandings about forgiveness.
Let me guess. People think it means saying what happened was okay.
Nail on the head. And the Tutas are very clear. It's not that forgiveness isn't saying the hurt was fine or excusing the person.
It's letting go of, what, the anger, resentment?
All of that. The stuff that weighs you down.
It's for our benefit then, more than.
Absolutely. And speaking of big picture benefits, this next part blew my mind. The Tutas apply forgiveness not just to individuals.
Oh yeah, they go way bigger.
Collective trauma, war, oppression, that scale.
And this is where their South African experience is so powerful.
For sure. Desmond Tutu, he chaired the Truth and Reconciliation Commission.
Right, dealing with the aftermath of apartheid.
Huge undertaking. And instead of revenge, punishment,
Right.
the usual.
They went with forgiveness. How's that even possible after such horror?
Radical, wasn't it? But they recognized punishing people wouldn't heal anything.
Makes sense. So what, everyone just sat around and said, it's okay?
Not at all. It was about creating a space for truth-telling.
Victims could speak, perpetrators could confess.
In the spirit of understanding and moving towards a shared future.
Trying to break that cycle of hurt, fueling more hurt.
Exactly. And that's what leads to the benefits of forgiveness, which are mind-blowing.
Beyond just feeling better, you mean?
Way beyond. There's actual research now. Forgiveness improves physical and mental health.
No way. Seriously.
It's about our stress response. Holding on to anger keeps it activated.
So always on edge, basically.
While forgiveness helps us calm down physiologically, better blood pressure, immune system, the works.
So it's not just some hippie ideal. It actually makes us healthier. I'm sold.
Right. And then on top of that, it builds stronger relationships.
If you're not holding grudges all the time.
More space for empathy, connection, all that good stuff.
Creating a better world inside and out.
That's the goal. And the most empowering thing the Tutas say is this capacity is within everyone.
No matter what you've been through.
No matter how deep the wound, we all have the potential.
That's pretty incredible when you think about it. So, to sum up, what we learn? Forgiveness is a choice, not a feeling.
A journey with steps we can take leading to healing, freedom.
And it's not just selfish freedom. It ripples outwards, changes relationships, maybe even society itself.
Powerful reminder that even after huge suffering, there's hope.
There's gotta be. And that brings us to our final thought for all of you listening. If this is a choice, what's one small act of forgiveness you can do today?
Doesn't have to be huge. Maybe finally letting go of that grudge.
Or forgiving yourself for something.
One tiny step towards this incredible power of forgiveness.
And who knows, maybe it'll change everything.
You never know.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, everyone.
It's been a pleasure.